What's the deal, everybody? It's my official video introducing who I am and why are you even about to subscribe to me. My name is Buster. Yep, Buster. Before we even go any further, that's my real name. I would cuss, but I'm trying to get some monetization going here. But no, my name is Buster. I am a truth seeker. I have no religion. I don't believe in none of these new age terms. I don't believe in spiritualism and enlightenment. I don't believe in none of that. I don't. I believe that these things that happen to us studying this type of stuff cannot literally be described. What got me into the occult and the arcane was I literally was digging as a youngin'. Loved everything about religion. Loved the mysticism, loved the stories, love how God just works in mysterious ways. And some things they don't really have answers for, which resorts into faith, which is why I like the arcane so much. But I've looked into Islam, looked into Christianity. I was raised Adventist. Catholicism, not really. I've looked into it with the Santeria. But every major religion I pretty much had my hand into. But it was something special when I first got my first book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, when I was 11 years old. My OG bought me that book. When I tell you I was literally walking around the house with a bucket of wine in hand and a cape on, aka my sheet from my bed, walking around thinking that I was Albus Dumbledore, that I was going to save the world from all of the evil and kill all of the mentors and all of that goodness. I think we all kind of started at the Harry Potter level if you into this right now. And those who sitting up there saying they not, you cap, you lying. I'm sorry, you too tough for everybody. But everybody know about that Harry Potter vibe. My next thing was 27 years old. I got the book, The Emerald Tablets by Thoth. And when I tell you that book was literally like reading Star Wars out loud, my brain instantly went into creative mode, which pushed me to stop being an armchair magician, which I'm proudly to brag. And let me tell y'all something. Look, I know. Ain't nothing wrong with being an armchair magician. I got into this circle maybe a couple years ago, and I keep hearing the term about, you're an armchair magician. You don't want to do anything. Why not? Because niggas ain't stupid. This shit is fucking for real. And for those who sitting there reading, and you're a little bit nervous, you should be. You should. Don't do no dumb shit. Because you'll be shocked. Some people, first thing they hear about is how much power they can get if they working with the Goetia. Or if they go summon the angels. How they're going to help them get their car and the job or the person that they love and need it the most. All of that is cool and all, but real magic is for the psyche. When you do receive that Bentley, you do receive that money, is your ego going to get out of control? Are you going to start to burn bridges because you got things that you've never had before? These are all things that I look toward in magic. I don't do magic for material gain. I do magic for psychic gain. I like to get my intuition better. I like the way that I'm learning to be more emotional responsible. I'm learning that patience more than I've learned. And all of these things are coming by magic. So as I'm doing all this research and as my mental is changing and all of these good things are happening, I'm starting to notice that none of the people in these circles look like me, which was kind of discouraging. So I went forever looking into the Golden Dawn, Aleister Crowley, the OTO, the Rosicrucians, all of these people, they don't look like me. So my first thing was I even supposed to be into this type of science, or was I supposed to go do everything everybody else that looked like me was doing? Hoodoo, voodoo, Ifa, which ain't no disrespect for them. I think those are very powerful. Very powerful system, but their culture, it's like their culture. And I always wondered, where was my culture? Where was my people practicing? What were they practicing? What gods were they serving? Then we end up looking into a guy named Pascal Beverly Randolph, the black man that they tried to hide, the true esoteric father of the West. With that being said, this is why I opened up this space. Pascal inspired me to try to find other people who look like me doing high magic, not for a material gain, but literally for a psychological advancement in order to become better than they were yesterday. This is why I opened up this space here. So if you like, subscribe, share, because there's somebody out there who needs this channel. Somebody out here needs that community. especially if they look like I do, melanated. Y'all know how that Christian church got us. It took me a while to get away from that, and you understand how much indoctrination you have been through once you get out of it. But this space is open for anybody, especially those who look like me. Let's talk, let's share spells, let's talk about what we plan on doing for full moons, and eventually we may even do a meetup once we get big enough. But I thank y'all for coming to sit with me for today. Appreciate y'all ear. Slithering gang. Hello.